Shalom. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashim Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, blessings, and salutations to you sincere Akim out there pushing the truth across the four corners of earth. All right, salutations to my fellow laborers out there feeding the flock. I'm the brother Shaman of Great Millstone, Chicago. Real quick, this lesson is inspired by my elder, my camp, Elder Makama. He was basically going in on some information today, and I was just doing a spiritual follow-up because the things he was saying was spiritual, man. The Spirit of the Lord put it on him. He was talking about all of our people who fled basically to Israel, and to Damona and all these other lands where, Israel eventually kind of allowed them to stay there. I don't know if they were allowed to be official citizens of Israel or given any official business, but they were allowed to have little small parts of the land or whatever, even though that land is still owned by Esau, Edom. All right, and it's just these times, man. The times we're living in, it's about to get turned up. All right, because basically these people have. Hey, the scripture said, "Ye have lived deliciously, man. America has lived deliciously." All right, one of the reasons why this place is called a virgin daughter of Babylon. And Salaki for the noise in the background. You got other trucks and shit around. Try to better. One of the reasons why this is called the virgin daughter of Babylon is because it's never been hit. All right, she's never been hit. She ain't, besides, maybe you want to say the Pearl Harbor or whatever. But even with that, they actually broadcasted that they were going to do that, and the U.S. used that as a chess move to be able to go and put those bombs back on Japan. All right, Japan actually told them that they were coming. All right, but anywho, and they knew they were coming. Damn phone. But anywho, these people have been able to live deliciously, and now they're about to see the turn up, man, because the whole earth is turning up, man. Seeing the house of Esau so divided. Okay, seeing this fake propagandized experiment of everybody in the world having to wear these stupid ass masks. All right, these other nations are angry, man. The scriptures say that the nations are angry. All right, hey, this place, Babylon, she spread her legs, but the scriptures say that nations are angry. They burned her with fire, and now we're seeing, which that's going to happen. But now we're seeing the setup, going into that. All right, because these other nations have been able to come here. They've been able to be allowed to achieve a certain amount of success in Esau's system. All right, and then they'll take that, they'll steal, certain secrets and certain information, and they'll send that back to their country and use that in their country. And now they don't need this place. All right, that's how all these countries got missiles, basically, man. Because whether America was using, because scriptures say, "Well, behold, I've created the smith." Those German scientists, all these different Edomite scientists, who came up with that technology. Basically, these different America and Russia and these other Edomite countries who had access to that technology, basically, they gave it to a lot of these other nations, as different chess moves for them to be able to take over the world. And then, now everybody has it, man. All these nations have that technology. All right, all of these nations have it. All these nations have Esau's weaponry. Now, does Esau still have some shit? It's some stuff, behind the scenes, some futuristic shit. Of course, hell yeah. All right, and we know that's gonna come out eventually. But for now, man, these other nations are rowdy, are pissed off. Look at this. All right, and I believe they actually did get past the Iron Dome. And Israel is saying that Russia gave the technology out to be able to get through the Iron Dome. This is what Israel is about to become, man, a war zone. All of there's the people outside watching, who don't believe in the Bible or say they don't believe in God. All of this fight across the whole earth, all of this over this little plot of land, east of the Mediterranean Sea. All of this fight over there, all of this, and it's showing you that this is the most important place on earth, going back to the scriptures. Here's another one where we got missiles being shot over at Israel. Here's another one. All right, and we know that that's coming here too, man. Hey, the point being, the Lord never commanded us, because you might have brothers moving from this city to that city, but for the most part, it's in the time to be taking a trip over to Israel or the Middle East or something crazy, you know what I'm saying? This is the time to really hone in, because the Lord is turning shit up. Shit getting turned up.
Some breaking news tonight, just into the newsroom. The Israeli military says it has conducted a strike in Syria after they say a surface-to-air missile was fired from Syria into a desert in southern Israel. Air raid sirens.
Yep, and Dimona, that's where a lot of those so-called black Jews went, which, Ben Amin and, whatever, Ben Israel, all of the Bens. Well, we know it's not Ben, it's Bond, but that place is going to be under attack too, right? Israel and America, and the scriptures mention, I don't want to butcher it. Let me jump right into the scriptures. Let me jump right in. All right, but first, here's the scriptures. Wait, I just searched up waiting on the Lord, just as a refresher. All right. You got all these scriptures. Psalm 27:14. Wait on the Lord. Be of good courage, and he shall strengthen thine heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord. But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. Right. Rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him. Now, certain parts of the scriptures, like when the Lord spoke, he said, when you see the abomination of desolation, flee. That's talking about going back to 70 AD. All right, people, they flee. If you're in the field, go back not to your house, but go into the, leave. All right, hey, because what happened? They besieged Jerusalem, and they besieged certain other places, and cut them off, and everybody in there was dead. And everybody in there was dead. And then you had Esau fighting against Esau, along with Jacob. And Esau fucked all of them up. And then you had Jacob fighting with Esau, fighting with the Romans. So it's never going to be a straight heads up Esau versus Jacob. All right, you're going to have Esau against Esau, because that's part of their house playing out. All right, Russia is a part of the house of Esau. All right, the Confederacy, the Union, the both parts of Esau. All right, it's always Esau versus Esau, and then you have Jacob in there too on both sides. All right, the apostle said it. If Jacob went up against Esau, we don't have the power to defeat Esau, and that's true. All right, the Lord has it, so they're set up, man. Their weaponry, their military might, their access to resources. All right, hey, if they cut out all of the power, to these different cities and places where Jake lives, Jake don't know how to fucking get clean water and go into nature. Jake don't know how to do that. All right. Hey, only with the Lord are you going to be able to survive the events that are coming up, that are going to be life and death. All right, this shit is about to get serious, man. A lot of people stand up and, they want to play and come up to the camp and, act silly, asking dumbass questions. You know what I'm saying? Which sometimes, Jake will ask a silly question, but there'll be You know, they'll be damn. It'll be a sincere question. All right, but then you got some jakes who they're just doing it, you know, just to be funny. All right, they're just doing it to try to be cute or whatever. Hey, this isn't the time to try to be cute, man. Hey, a lot of these heathens too, they come from nations where, you know, they're used to warfare. They're used to that, seeing their people getting killed, seeing their women being killed and ravished. All right, seeing children being killed. All right, that was that American Sniper. You know what I'm saying? They was using child soldiers, anything that they could to get Esau out of there. All right, anything that they could, man. These other nations are pissed off. The scriptures talk about the dragons of Arabia. They're pissed off, man. And then the U.S. got this whole show going on where, you know, the president's falling up steps and, you know, slurring his speech, and they're getting weak. All right, it's the oldest president in history. All right, and they got Trump out of there. Trump, you know, he was old, but he still had, you know, some heart. All right, he still was putting these other nations, you know, in their place. Biden, he's kind of, you know, he took his foot off of China, the neck of China. All right, he took his foot off the gas. All right, this is what's gonna happen ultimately. This is Joel 3. I'm not gonna make this long. This is 3, and we know this is talking about the valley of Jehoshaphat. All right, because it said in verse 1, it said, "For behold, in those days and in that time," talking about now, "when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem," right? Then it goes into Valley of Jehoshaphat. I'm going to jump down though. As a matter of fact, let's read through. I said, "I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the Valley of Jehoshaphat and will plead with them for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. And they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for a harlot, and sold a girl for wine, that they might drink. Yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coasts of Palestine? Will ye render me a recompense?" Right. "And if you recompense me, swiftly and speedily will I return your recompense upon your own head." All right. So I'm dealing with a day where the kingdom of Judah and the kingdom of Israel, well, that's what it means, Judah and Jerusalem, the king of Israel and the king of Judah, both in captivity. All right, and then we know that fight is coming, man. In the Gulf Coast, that fight is coming. That area has been hot. All right, and what happened, man? They have cast lots for my people. Yeah, that's what happened here. They cast lots on us. All right, they I've given a boy for a harlot. They did that, man. Buck breaking and all this gay, weird shit which Esau does when they get you. I sold a girl for wine. All right, yeah, yeah. So this is all talking about now. All right, and yeah, like I said, man, with all the coast of Palestine, will you render me a recompense? And if you recompense me, swiftly and speedily will I return your recompense on your own head. So the Lord is going to use the missiles, which are glittering spears in the scriptures. He's going to use his chariots, all right, to render recompense. All right, and verse 6 says, "What? The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, that ye might remove them far from their border." All right, and that happened in the past, and it happened now with the modern day Grecians. It happened with the modern day Grecians. And let me see. Yep, all this stuff waiting to happen, man. All this stuff waiting to happen. All of it. And we know what's going to happen. Egypt should be a desolation. Edom should be a desolate wilderness. Yep, this place is going to be and it said, "But Judah shall dwell forever in Jerusalem from generation to generation." All right, and has Judah been able to dwell forever? Have we ever had peace? The only time we had complete peace was when King Solomon reigned. All right. After that, it's been chaos. It's been nothing but war. All right. So this is it, man. Just some quick scriptures on that, But like the scriptures say, man, wait on me. Don't. Hey, we ain't jumping the gun about to take a plane over to Israel to try to, beat the Lord over there and say, hey, Lord, I'm already here. I'm waiting. No, because you don't know what the hell is gonna go on over there, man. A lot of that land is gonna be blasted up too. And the scriptures talk about we're gonna make the heathens gather up all the weapons and stuff. All right. All of that stuff, and we know they got a lot of stuff over there. They got supercomputers, all kind of stuff. That's not the place you want to be. Hey, but all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Kakadash. Lord willing, edifying, shalom.